Hey everybody. Um, okay, I'm trying this one more time. I thought I would just go ahead and try to record it again using a different source. Pretty much, this is going to be a walkthrough of my journey with COVID. About 3 weeks ago, I started having symptoms. Um, Friday afternoon at work, started having sinus congestion and sinus pain and drainage and runny nose. And so I thought, I just thought maybe it's my allergies or, maybe I'm just getting a head cold or something. I, finished out work that day, went home for the weekend, and when I went to lay down, lay down, and when I went to get up Saturday morning, I felt really, really fatigued and tired to the point where I went to the restroom and I came right back and laid down. And that was pretty much my day, was laying in the bed all day. Sunday kind of went the same way for the most part. The first half of the morning, I was in the bed. Later in the afternoon, Sunday, I did get up to sit up in the bed, but I still was in the bed for most of the day. I did get out and I had dinner Sunday night and came back home, went to bed with the mindset, okay, hopefully I'll be feeling better in the morning. If I'm feeling okay enough and I'm not, super, super fatigued or whatever, I'll go ahead and go to work. So I did. Monday morning, I seemed okay. I went and got me some tea on my way into work, and I had my leftovers from dinner that night. I was going to eat for lunch, and when it came time for me to eat lunch, I couldn't taste anything. And of course, I couldn't smell anything because I was congested still. So that was Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, that's day 4 of having symptoms. And by then I had, I had all 5 symptoms by then. Sinus congestion, runny nose, fatigue, headache, and loss of taste and smell. With the loss of taste and smell, that kind of prompted me, okay, maybe I need to check, you know, do an evaluation and get a test. And so that's what I did. I typed in the symptoms, and there's a list of 15 or 20 different symptoms. I had those 5. I never had a fever the whole time. I never had a fever. I never had the heavy breathing or hard to breathe. I never had any of that, thankfully. But yeah, I went ahead and filled out this evaluation the CDC had posted or whatever. You answer the questions and you fill it out, and they tell you whether or not they recommend you get a test. And so, of course, they recommended me to get a test. And so I did just like an online search or whatever, and I knew, that Walgreens was doing rapid tests, so I made an appointment with them. At this point, they were pretty much only taking appointments. So I couldn't do like a same day test or whatever because all the appointments were booked up. So I made an appointment for Tuesday. I let my boss know what was going on, and I made the decision to work from home on Tuesday. And I went and took the test at Walgreens on 12th Street in Little Rock that afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. And within an hour of taking the test, they sent me an email and told me that I was positive and that I needed to immediately go into quarantine. So that's what I did. And pretty much during my quarantine, I had a little regimen that I followed or whatever. Hold on just a second. I'm messing up here. Yeah, so I started my quarantine, and so like today, I'm officially 1 week out of quarantine. Um, but yeah, during my quarantine, I'd say the first 3 days, those symptoms pretty much remained. But by the end of day three, I'll say I was gaining my sense of taste back. I still couldn't smell yet, but I was gaining my sense of taste back. I wasn't as fatigued. I was still tired, um, but I wasn't as tired, and I was working remotely the days where I felt like I could get up and, sit up and look at a screen for a few hours. I was working remotely and trying to, engage in some kind of activity to keep my mind going. Um, Eventually, the congestion kind of cleared up. At least the runny nose part did. Like I said, I still couldn't smell by day three. I think I started getting some smell senses back, and clearing the drainage and stuff by, I'd say, day five. But anyway, during that time, during the quarantine, I pretty much kept up a regimen of vitamins and supplement intake, as well as hot foods and warm liquids. So the vitamins that I took um, every day was vitamin C with zinc, vitamin D3, fish oil with about 300, I think 300 milligrams of omega 3, and then the elderberry supplement. And then the tea that I did was ginger and turmeric tea. It was like, I think, the Simple Truth organic brand that I used, and then I added some cinnamon in there. And I drank that like 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And then in between, I was just drinking water, room temperature water with lemon. And probably later, towards the end of the first week, is when I started drinking the tonic water and orange juice. And so I tried to, obviously, the orange juice had to stay refrigerated, but I would keep the tonic water out, so that it would stay room temperature, to kind of even it out, because I really didn't want to drink or intake anything cold yet. So yeah, I did that, tonic water and orange juice. And I say after the first week of quarantine, like I said, I think by around day five, my symptoms started clearing up and I could taste again. So I started eating more. But during that first week, pretty much every day, I would do fruits, vegetables, or like broth. I started doing soup, and I would do like oatmeal in the morning with almonds or walnuts. And the fruits that I did was pretty much oranges, bananas, apples, and some pineapple. And I've also heard of people doing like pomegranate or pomegranate juice too. I didn't do that, but I've heard other people have done it and it helped them as well. And then, let's see, yeah, just room temperature water with lemon, the tonic water, and orange juice. And then once I started feeling better that second week, I started doing like cranberry juice too. The foods that I avoided was pretty much anything fried. I didn't have anything fried during that time. I did have like some meals out of the house. So like I did DoorDash a few times. But it was just like salad and some I had some shrimp one time, and just light stuff. Nothing heavy, nothing fried. I was avoiding red meats as much as I could. avoiding sugary stuff besides the juice. It was 100% juice, but anything else outside of that, no snacks or nothing like that, really. And I'm avoiding dairy as well. So cheese, yogurt, milk. I don't really drink milk anyway, unless I'm doing cereal and I do almond milk. But yeah, so those were the things to avoid. But pretty much doing this regimen, like I said, by the end of the first week, my symptoms were pretty much clear for the most part, except for the headache. The headache did linger into the next week, almost up until the time for me to end quarantine. Like I said, I've been out of quarantine officially for a week now. So I'm glad to be out of quarantine. I did my second day at work today on site. So I did kind of change up what I was doing at work before. I mean, for the most part, we were social distancing anyway, and thankfully, I didn't have a lot of like contact tracing people or whatever, because yeah, I didn't have people up under me like that to just be sitting around talking and being in my space. But yeah, I have I bought me, I ordered me some neck gaiters to go over my mask and some face shields to go over that. And I got some gloves and like some different gloves than I had before. And I'm just trying to get through it best that I can. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with y'all, let y'all know what I did to get through it, and I'm just thankful that I recovered. I'm thankful for all the love and the support and the gifts and the food and the prayers, definitely the prayers. I'm just thankful. But yeah, that's what I did. If anybody has any questions or you want to know something that I didn't cover, just give me a shout and I will get with you and let you know. But yeah, that's it. See y'all later.